Clubhouse shenanigans. Clubhouse shenanigans is in the. Hold on, one mic. Clubhouse shenanigans is in the room, so this is going on YouTube. Man.
So
Wait, what?
What he should have thought?
He should have took the stand in the case. He should have fought the case a little harder.
What was taking his stand gonna do? You mean he should have told?
He should have told who shot the gun.
That's what I said.
Is that what he's saying? You saying he should have
No.
told?
I said what I said, Wack. I say, damn, I say, Wappy bro would have went on there and fought the shit like on some told shit. But is that would have fucked his reputation up to what niggas looking at him as a snitch? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm getting at. Like,
I don't think they would have looked at him as a snitch. Just wasn't gonna tell on the girl. Shit, that's all it was. He wasn't gonna tell on her. I told y'all from the beginning when he was on the street, I said, yo, when that phone call came out and everybody was like, yo, I said, when he said all that was his fault or whatever, he wasn't talking about shooting the broad, he talking about fucking both of them. I told y'all all this shit, I've been said all this shit. I'm like, he ain't shoot that girl. He ain't shoot that girl. The phone call y'all hearing from jail is him telling her all this my fault, referring to me fucking both of y'all, right? And him doing whatever he was doing with the, attempting to try to do with the Jenner bitch to trigger the brawl. But the DA know. Y'all did 3 tests. You brought one to court. You brought the one to court that said we can't tell. Then you did 2 more after the fact that said it's not him. All the way negative. And then you didn't want to test the DNA against the chick. They never tested the DNA against the chick. Now it's like, oh girl, because I told you, I said, yo, somebody sent that Mexican to her. It don't even make sense. So for that white lady to say, and we just turned in the evidence from the security guard identifying old girl was the shooter, and then the next day he get hit, because them happened to overturn that case against this man, that's a bad thing on LA County. That's a bad thing. This nigga got hit 14 times. They was trying to get him out of here. I ain't discrediting what that lady said at all, not one bit, because it don't make sense. There's other dropout Northania, whatever this nigga name is, come out with the Tory was flirting with the dude's wife in the visiting area and then told the dude, your wife like black dick. That ain't even Tory character. If that nigga would have been on that, he'd have been in trouble in that penitentiary. He'd have been doing shit. I asked that nigga, who paid you to say that? My sources. What sources you got? You a Northania, you a dropout. So what sources you got? This is a south side of dropout. But when you look at his profile, he fit the description of a nigga that's sin, the type of motherfucker that's sin. You in here for killing and fucking a 13-year-old. Based upon that, they done already did what they done did with him. Now they like, you want to make good on something? Handle that. Ain't no way Tory said he ain't even see it coming. So I've been saying, I said, yo, bro, somebody sent dude. Straight up. Where the petition at? Anybody petition that? Put the petition up? I ain't seen it. I can't find. What is it? Is it change.org or something? Anybody got the petition? Pin the petition up. We need all the signatures we can get. What somebody's about to say to me?
Hey, I was wondering, did the prosecutor ever get, like, the prosecutor who actually, still went ahead and did the dumb shit, knowing that he ain't really shoot nobody? Is he still prosecuting cases, or is he in a higher position?
I don't know where he at. I know that Tory's legal team got them DNA tests from that gun. I know that. I told y'all this. It's been a minute I told y'all this.
Hell yeah, that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I definitely remember that shit.
Tory been down about 29 months. He been gone since December 23rd, 2022.
Yep.
I know. He talked to me for talking in the courtroom. Literally. I'm listening to him call his name on the thing. We going over some business. We think he finna walk in there and walk out. Nigga never came back. I got the call. I don't even think I never played the call. How you doing? Yeah.
Everybody got scared when you popped in. They stopped talking and shit. Whole
Scared
room
of
was
what?
talking.
Jimmy, nigga.
What they
Oh
scared
shit.
for?
I'm the one who told you motherfuckers make sure y'all streaming that shit. I was in the mountains. My phone was in and out. So shit. Scared of shit. It's what it is. It's conversation.
Them Tory
That's
fans,
a fact.
them Megan
Y'all
fans and
speak how
ducked
y'all
off.
feel.
I mean,
My bad. Go ahead.
we've been at the Megan fans. The females. I'm telling them like, Megan don't even know. She was nigga. She blacked out. Nigga, she was loaded. They know she was lying. They knew when she got on the Gayle King shit, she was lying. They knew she was lying. She was just mad the nigga was trolling her on that damn IG live shit he was doing. That's all it was.
These niggas talking about this shit is all behind Roc Nation and all that old conspiracy
What
theory ass
Roc
shit.
Nation got to do with something?
That's what I was saying.
What Roc Nation got nothing? What that got to do with something?
Come on, y'all. Come on off that mic.
So I said
Rock,
that her
Roc
being
Nation just
signed with,
showed up in support of Megan. They supposed to do that. That's what she signed to.
They was
right.
talking about no, that's lavish. This was before you. They was talking about some interrogation video with Roc Nation and all this old
Nah,
shit.
we had heard that somebody from Roc Nation was in the interrogation room in the beginning. I
Was it
heard that
what
earlier on the
interrogation
stage.
room?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that
I
was
heard it
part of the
earlier on the
press
stage.
conference. They said it in the
Yeah, it was part of
press
the press
conference.
conference. They said it. I was just repeating what we had
Was
went
it
over
what
this morning. And
in what interrogation room with who? Who was being interrogated?
who was that in there, y'all? I forgot who they said in there
I
with.
ain't
Was it
say
with?
nothing about Rock Nation.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about they in
It
the
fucked me
interrogation
up.
room.
Yeah, you talking
That
about the
sound a
press
little
conference
different.
today?
Yeah.
No, they ain't say
Yeah, I
Rock
heard it this
Nation.
morning.
They ain't say
What
Rock
they?
Nation at all. I,
Yeah, that
I
don't make sense, bro.
I don't think they would say that, even if
Yeah,
that
Roc
was what they
Nation
was
in the
getting.
interrogation room. That don't even
All I
in
said
there
is
with
they
Right,
should
who
move
because I
mountains.
could have sworn we heard
So,
that, but I'm gonna go check.
Yeah,
yo,
I ain't
Reese,
gonna lie. I've been in here since
hey
8 o'clock.
Reese.
I heard something along
When
those
I
lines.
find that
They said
replay,
His,
this nigga don't say it
his
now. I'm
said
gonna
pops
when
might
find
have
that
Megan was
said
getting
that
replay
shit,
and
huh?
interrogated,
get up.
they said when
Yeah,
Megan
that
was
don't
getting
make sense. How
interrogated,
you
there
put?
was they said when Megan was getting interrogated, there was a member of Rock Nation inside the interrogation room when she was
I,
getting
Oh,
cleared.
okay,
Was
yeah,
I
yeah, okay,
know I'm
okay.
not crazy, bro. I know I'm not.
So you saying when Megan was getting questioned?
But that's their artist, right?
Yeah, that's the I can't. Yeah,
They
for
said
one, Megan never got a
it was
test.
supposed to be a lawyer, not a representative of Roc Nation. Should have
So
been a
they
lawyer
found
in
out
there with it,
Kelsey did it.
but it was a representative.
Well, well, I, you know, maybe the Roc Nation person was there as a witness. You got to remember, Megan was never charged. She was never charged. She was never a suspect. She was always the victim. Bro, I mean, I've been telling y'all that girl fired that pistol. I've been telling y'all that.
Wait,
But
can I
we
ask a
had
question?
motherfuckers like Nerd who didn't believe it. You know what I
Why
mean?
do y'all
So
always? That's why y'all ping me to the room.
I'm
Stop
just
pinging
saying.
me. See, that's what I'm saying. You ping me to the room,
Well,
so
I'm
you want to
just
get into it with
saying.
me. Stop pinging me to the room.
Niggas been
Stop pinging
saying
me.
this shit for
Stop.
2
Leave me
years.
alone. Leave me alone. Ah,
Niggas been
bye,
saying this
bye,
shit for 2
bye, bye,
years.
I've
bye,
been
bye,
telling
bye.
y'all. I've been told
Listen,
y'all that.
Wack, can I ask a question?
Well,
So if he knew that she pulled the gun, right? Like she did that,
yeah,
correct? If that was the case, then
the gun
why?
went off 3 times
Right. If that
before
was
he
the
even
case,
get to the
then
ball.
why in a way that they were trying to like, go against Megan when he knew that she shot the gun? So why he making a deal with her to try to go against Megan and then she end up taking the immunity? Why didn't he just confess that was her that shot the gun?
Because he didn't want to tell on the bitch. It ain't on him. Listen, I'm gonna be real. It ain't on him to investigate.
Right.
It's on law enforcement. Straight up. If 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 you go in there and rob the motherfucking liquor store while it's closed, you go break in the motherfucking rob it, right? And I just happen to be in the parking lot charging my phone, and the police, you go in there robbing and leave. Alarm that went off. Police pull up. They snatch me out the car. I watched you do everything.
But if this
Who? It was you, man. Listen, man. It wasn't me.
right, but if
It
this
wasn't
was in
you.
a
Who was
detriment
it,
to his
motherfucker?
livelihood,
That ain't my job to be
right? But if it was
telling
in
you
his
who it
for
was.
his livelihood, right? Like this is his livelihood that he's going to jail
Yeah, but
knowing people know.
here goes the thing, though, right? This is
Uh
what.
huh.
See, this is why I say the streets is a myth. You get a non-affiliate nigga who from another country who follows the rules. What y'all saying? Principles and morals. That's y'all saying, right? I never say that shit because it's such a contradiction in that shit when it come to real life. It's crazy. Motherfucker over here did a drive-by on the park, killed a little kid, and the nigga say it's principle and morals, you don't say nothing, right? That's what they say, right? Right? That's the play, right? So I don't even get into the, you know what I'm saying? So you got a dude that says, well, shit, I know I ain't did it. This is a black woman, you know. I'm gonna let them figure it out. I ain't did it. They got this shit. I ain't touched the gun. I ain't fired the gun. What they do? They go suppress evidence.
Railroad.
They suppress evidence.
Cause you think about it, bro, like, cause I was just watching the video you posted. Nigga said, all right, so we got 3 tests. 2 of them motherfuckers come back 100% not
They
at
only
all.
submitted to one.
I'm not even getting on the stand at all. What I need to get on the stand for? They say I
But
never even touched it.
here go the crazy part. Here go the crazy part. When they asking for the test, they acting like they didn't do them. They submitted the test like this is all they got. When Tory and them hired them private investigators, went for the appeal, they said, okay, we need the gun, right? They said the gun's been compromised. That's what they say. They like, okay, where the bullet? We lost the bullet. They said, okay, the DNA. We know y'all got that because y'all tested it. They said ain't no more gun, no more DNA on the gun. We used all the DNA. Well, what you mean you used all the DNA? On one test? No, we tested it several times, 3, 4 times. Okay, where's the other test? This is when Tory called me. I came and told y'all when he called me. Right? Nigga, the other test come back negative. They been had them.
Holding that shit.
One come back inconclusive. It could be and it couldn't have been. So they say. The other two behind it come back 100%, no way possible it was this man. Nah, I'm cool. Nah. All right. Yeah. So 100% it wasn't him. I'm all right. All right. So this is what he's coming back on the appeal. The security guard just come to the table. He's just come to the table. His whole basis is, why y'all didn't include this in the trial? DA, why didn't you acknowledge this? You gave the nigga additional, I want to say 4 years on the gun enhancement. But if he ain't touched the gun, he ain't fired the gun, so that means he ain't committed the crime. But even if we go the other way, you knock the gun enhancement down, he had a 6-year bid. He time served already. He going on 2.5 years in there. Right? So either way it goes. But the part of when they said we just submitted the evidence of the security guard identifying the other girl as the shooter, fired 3 shots, boom, boom, boom. Now, I don't know if Megan was that drunk, but she don't remember it was just her and the other girl. I don't know was Megan that drunk, but she don't remember her and the other girl had an issue and they both jumped out. Maybe she was that drunk. I feel Meg blacked out. I've been said that. Said I think she blacked out. I think she woke up, didn't remember what was going on.
Right.
I can
So
agree to that.
They still got the gun and
she
everything.
gets that loaded. Yeah,
I can
but they
agree to
not
that.
the gun. Listen, they can't even bring that gun back into the courtroom
Because they suppressed
The
it.
motherfucker said that the gun was compromised at the police station. They tell Tory team that when they said we need the gun, they said the gun's been compromised. Can't be, is not admissible. They said, well, where the bullet? We lost the bullet. They said, oh, because see, they can run the print on the bullet. They want to run the prints. They like, okay, well, where the DNA? It's more DNA. We used it all. What you mean you used it all? You only ran one test. No, we in fact did several. 3 or 4. Well, where's these tests at? By the time they give them the test come back 100% negative. Couldn't have been Tory Lanez. 2 of them. They ran 3 tests total. One that said inconclusive, so they say. And then the other 2 behind it, 100% negative. Not him. He ain't never had contact with the gun, the bullet, or
Crazy.
now you got to throw in the stylist said what? What did the stylist say? Naughty know what that stylist said. I always pack that gun in their bag.
God damn.
It's in the work.
And they said the DA, he ain't in there no more.
I don't know what DA, I don't know which one did what, but what's going to happen, this shit going to be a domino effect. Because everything that DA touched that got any type of similarities to this type of case, they coming back on appeal. Nigga, this is new case law. You know how I go, Lavish. Niggas is filing up under the Tory. It's gonna be Tory Lanez versus
that Daystar Peterson law.
Daystar Peterson. So everybody that DA didn't convicted.
It's gonna affect all her previous cases.
All of them.
So they gonna have the Tory Lanez law now.
The Daystar Peterson. When niggas file appeals, they gonna file it right up under that. And anybody that did a substantial amount of time, they not gonna even fight them on. They gonna have
The
a
lawsuit.
shit saying if they let them go today, they ain't gonna hear nothing about niggas want to get paid for the day. Yeah, and niggas gonna get up out of
That's
there.
a fact. Nigga gonna definitely just sign in and get up out of there.
So the DA gonna get fired, right? After all that.
I'm pretty sure they gonna do it how they do it, however they do it. But I'm gonna be real. They got to handle that DA with soft hands because the DA wasn't the only one part of that plot.
Yeah, because that's
tucking DNA shit. That nigga.
That gotta go. That gotta span at least over 10 to 20 people.
I'm gonna tell you. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what Tory Lanez got. You know what Tory Lanez got? This ain't finna be another OJ Simpson repeat. Fuck that.
Because he got the benefit on the other side. Like, nigga might have did the shit and got the benefit. And this nigga right here got hit with the railroad.
OJ beat that case on straight media propaganda, bro. Yeah. Listen, two controlling factors. One, the bozo cop, the racist cop, was forced or advised to get up there and plead the fifth on everything they asked him.
Yep, that made him look bad.
Because of his racist shit.
Yep.
Which was crazy because whether he said some racist shit or not, yeah, nigga, I'm a racist, but that ain't got nothing to do with what the fuck my job was. Straight up, and this is what I found. Two,
that's a fact.
The dumbass slogan, if it don't fit, you must quit. Now let's do the math. You got a leather glove that's soiled, that been sitting in the property for a year or two. Everybody know what leather do when you wet the leather.
That bitch gonna shrink.
It shrink.
Two, they let the nigga put on a latex glove and then that glove.
Yep.
That glove fit like a motherfucker. According to the room the latex took and the shrink factor from the soiled leather, how that glove went on that man's hand, it fit. But they ran with it. If it don't fit, it must be quit, nigga. That shit right there.
Crib?
No, from the county jail.
I didn't give him no bond?
Nope.
Okay.
County jail.
OJ was a flight risk. Remember that?
Yeah, because he was.
Remember, he was on the 405 in the Bronco.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Well, I don't even know why I just asked that.
Yeah, if it don't fit, you must quit.
He had a good legal team. At that moment, it worked.
You know, Wack.